Hello and good morning. Match number 3 of the 3-match series between Pakistan and English women cricket teams, T20 2019, Kinrara Oval, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And we have got the both teams all set. Pakistan is just struggling to win the first game in this series. And let's hope that they can do this here at the finishing note. Should be better, because every time when you're touring somewhere, and the people used to say that all is well when ends well. So let's see if Pakistan can take on this statement here at Kinrara Oval. There you go. Sunlight is there. Weather is perfect. Greenery, lush green, and what a wonderful morning here. And this is game number 3, but we are all set for all things here happening in the first T20, second T20, and this is today the third T20. Pakistan has just started the way like this in T20 series when England cricketers, they were really smashing boundaries at the start of the day, at the start of the games, every time. Then Pakistani bowlers came in, striking earlier, but they couldn't capitalize because of this thing, bit of width. And that is what Pakistani bowlers will have to learn, because every time they were badly punished because of the poor bowling. Somewhere they've not been keeping their lines right. Sometimes they were just giving away lots of spaces to the batters, and some misfieldings. So every department will have to show somewhere. Amy Jones scoring there. Three figures have been scored in one-day cricket, but in T20, that's Amy Jones 50. And bowling from Pakistan all the time, looking to get wickets, but sometimes they've not been able to go through their lines. The fielding was much better. The bowling departments of Pakistan, they were doing excellent job. Aroop there, doing a wonderful catch, and she's also the future of Pakistan. The pacers from Pakistan cricket team, they have done a good job restricting English cricket teams in the last overs, like death overs. They were not been perfectly enough to score runs freely, English cricket teams. Either in one day, either in T20. Pakistan couldn't get the start better in T20 games as well too. Giving lots of spaces, giving lots of rooms to themselves, and not been allowing to get some big scores. That has been the way where Pakistan was lacking. Well, one good thing that we did see that they were being able to score some quick runs at the earlier, like first 6 to 7 overs. Then in the middle, they were not being able to stick there with the wickets because of aggression, I think so. They were thinking they can play freely, they can play like boom boom, but they were not being able to carry their bats along there. Look at that beauty. What a wonderful bowling spells from English cricketers, English bowlers, the fielders. And there you go. There's the positive thing that we did witness here. Bisma Maroof scoring runs, leading the side well. And she's really a great prospect for Pakistan, because the way she led T20 side, the way she led one-day cricket side, that has been marvelous. The girls are happy playing under her. So we did see that some good partnerships in the middle from Pakistani cricketers. They haven't been able to give some good hittings. There's good fieldings too from English cricketers, and they're all the time happy in the first T20 game. And then they came in the second T20 game, which was, you can say, like Pakistan did well somewhere. And English cricketers again getting a good start, playing all along the ground, picking up the gaps. Look at that beauty. They have been going through to their strokes quickly. And when a batter, he or she has got all the variety of strokes, he can or she can dictate her terms or his terms. So here we see that Amy Jones coming in again in the top order, getting some quick runs. And she's really a hard hitter. Look at that. What a beauty. She just took that on the up and wide She was the other girl from English cricket team. Let's go to 50 there. Pakistani fielders, they did good in the deep, but the ball was high. And they were all set to take those catches. And some beauty. Aroop Shah, she's really a wonderful bowler, the future prospect of Pakistan in the spin department. But Pakistan is doing good. That in the past, we witnessed that Pakistan has been really at the top in spin department. And lots of European, English, the other states, they have been very much frightened from the spin of Pakistan. But over the years, the cricket teams, they have developed themselves in a good way, in a good mood to play against spin. But still there, you can see, it's really hard to play Pakistani spinners. But then, Pakistani batters, they came up trying to score quickly, but couldn't do so better and losing their wickets quickly. Look at that flick down the wicket. She had just gone through, but couldn't make it. Couldn't find the gap through covers. So fielders all the time on their toes from English cricket team. And then there are hard hitters of Pakistan cricket team. If we talk about top order, Alia Riaz, and Anam Amin came up, then Aisha Zafar, the Misbah Maroof, all of them, they really batted well. Coming down the track, and what a wonderful take. Every time the English cricketers, they've been staying there, taking catches, stopping boundaries, stopping runs for the sides. Some good quick wickets. And then Pakistan was looking to chase down the target. The partnership was going good, but suddenly collapse started, and Pakistani girls couldn't stood up there. They were just falling down one each other. And you see the plum. And umpiring standards, I must say here, Mr. Khalid Senior, umpire Ghaffar Kazmi, they have been brilliant. And let's go downstairs for the toss with Sikandar.
Welcome to the third and final T20 between Pakistan and England, and we are here ready for the toss. I've got Pakistan captain Bisma Maroof, I've got the England captain Heather Knight, and I've got our match referee Mr. Mohammad Javed Malik. And Bisma is the coin. Heads is the call.
Head is the call, and it is head again.
And it's head. You're making a habit of it, winning the tosses. Yeah. And the games.
I've done all right this time. I'm usually pretty bad on the tosses, but yeah, we're going to have a bat first. Looks like a very similar wicket to what it was the other day. The outfield's a little bit more wet. I think a bit of rain overnight, but the wicket seems ineffective, so bowlers might have a little bit of a wet ball.
How about changes, any?
Yes, we've rested Brant Siver and Davis, and Kirsty Gordon's the only other one missing out.
Quick run, I mean, through the tour, ODIs and T20s, satisfied with the warm-ups and the preparations?
Yeah, I am. I think we've had some really good performances. We've particularly as a batting group stood up and scored some big scores, which has been great. And a bowling group, we've been really tidy. We've bowled out Pakistan a lot, which has been really pleasing.
All right, good luck.
Lovely, thank you.
Bisma, no choice, but now, what kind of score would you feel that is gettable?
So we made 2 changes today, and Fatma Sana and Aisha Zafar are in, and Rita Dar and Alia has been rested. So we got good legs today. Fatma is a very good bowler, fast bowler. So yeah, looking forward to it, and we'll try to restrict them under 150.
Best. Take care and good luck for the game.
Thank you, sir.
So the news from the centre is once again England winning the toss, and they want to bat first.
There you go. England all the time lucky. The coin has flipped to their favour. It's a great morning as things are all set here at Kinrara Oval, where English cricketers, they're all set to show their skills along with their bat. What they have done so far, beauty. Emma Jones, she has done a wonderful job, right-hander, English woman. 41 matches, 450s for her, 89 the best. But she has got a brilliant, along with her partner, umpire Khalid Senior, is all set to say the play. Well, the players, they're getting up, and I mean 48 games, 47 wickets, 4 for 16 is best figure for her. Straight up, she has got the towel. T20I, the right-hander. Let's see if she can do it here tonight. Here we go. That the Pakistan is all set to get a good start. And I've got T20I looking on to the crease at what she will be doing there, because both of the openers, Amy and Denny. Here we go, the first delivery. Towards onside. Protection is there, and I've got Henry along with me. Morning.
Good morning to you. Another sunny morning, thankfully. We've had some slightly inclement weather over the last week or so, but the forecast looks set fair for this game, which is what we want to see at the end of this series.
On the wicket, she has asked the question from umpire, but clearly the batter is out of her crease. It's not the way to give luck before. Look at that, she's out of her crease. The wicketkeeper should be looking on the ball, because she has got a bit of time to grab the ball and put it onto the stumps. Slightly uppish. Well, English cricket team in ODI cricket, other than T20, every time they have got a good start.
Be interesting to see how they would react if Pakistan were able to get 2 or 3 wickets in the power play overs and put some pressure on England, and just see what this slightly reshuffled batting lineup is able to do.
Well, one extra fielder has been put towards mid-wicket. They have got fine leg up in 30 yards, square leg inside the circle, mid-wicket. In one mid-wicket is way down in the deep. Mid-on is up. Catches the call, but space is there. I think Pakistani bowlers, they have done pretty decent homework here, that they are playing hard to go towards onside, and they've got protection there. You can see.
Yeah, and bowling to the field is going to be crucial.
It's just a good way to pitch the ball almost on a leg stump, not to give any sort of room, because earlier if you're playing cross, you might be getting something here. Now look at, she has just been trying to drive it through. Will be a single. Bit of quiet start in the first over for without wicket England.
That's a decent start from Anam, who's ensured that the momentum hasn't immediately gone with the batting side. And you see this reshuffled England batting lineup with Lauren Winfield into the side, Kate Cross as well. It'd be interesting to see if Tammy Beaumont bats today, because yesterday wickets fell, but Beaumont didn't get the opportunity to bat. And so quite how England line up will be interesting to see. It might depend, of course, on the situation in the game, and so things might shift, but a few changes for this England side. And unsurprisingly, when England won the toss, they elected to bat first, with the success they've had doing so far in this series and this tour in general.
Well, let's see Pakistani pacers if they can do something here. As Henry was saying, that if Pakistani pacers on the top, Nidada, and the other one like Bisma, Aroob Shah, if they can take wickets. Diana Beg is there to take up. And let's see if she can get a breakthrough. She's really quick. Can bend her back, can catch something from the deck. But since the previous game, we did see that she's pitching the ball up. It's a leg by. I think she's trying to guess something with a new ball.
Just allowing it to swing. Any swing that's going to be there will be in the early overs. And so by giving it that slightly fuller delivery as we see here, just that little hint of swing. And she is the best exponent in this Pakistan side of that swing that you will see just for 3 or 4 overs at the start of a T20. One thing that Danny Wyatt said yesterday after the game was that she didn't really ever feel like she was in and got going on this pitch because it was sticky and that it was just a little bit awkward to find your timing. And certainly from that shot from Amy Jones, it was a little full outside the off stump. She would have expected to make slightly cleaner contact with that. That might just suggest that the ball's gripping a touch and sticking in the surface.
Well, most of the time, since first over, like 9 deliveries have been bowled. If we look on like the graphical view, it's 80 to 85% they're pitching towards leg side. I think the coach has just given Pakistani bowlers to keep the ball towards the leg stump, maybe a middle stump, so that you can take yourself a bit on the back foot, then giving runs. See that? That's all. I think so. The English cricketers, they're not been able to play freely towards offside.
Well, so often in the first couple of T20 matches, we've seen that at least once and over there's been a freebie outside off stump. But this has been a really good tight start. 4 balls in this over, yet to concede a run. Just that one leg by.
Oh, there was a bit of fuller. But they have counter protection down there. Well, bowlers so far, they're bowling according to their plans, the way they started here. Because in the previous ODI cricket, other than T20, we did see that English cricketers, they've been really hitting hard. But this time, they're little in the back foot and not been flourishing the way they're not shining the way they used to be in the previous games.
I don't think that England will be too concerned. They'll know that they'll be able to catch up. But this has been a good start from the bowling side.
Well, this time, this through. And this would run away for 4. That's a boundary. Superb drive. Not a good finish of this superb over what could have been. But getting a gap towards offside, that has been the beauty. And you're saying right that they can wait, they can play their normal game.
Lovely timing, isn't it? Just leaning into the stroke and picking up 4 runs.
Excellent conditions for playing cricket here at Kanrara. In Malaysian cricket is really given a good sport. The facilities, those have been marvelous here throughout the tournament. Catches the call, but this has landed safely. So we have Pakistan, England cricket teams and the Pakistan England cricket boards. They have done a great job here for this tournament. You have to admire the facilities here at Kanrara. The Malaysian cricket, they've been superb. Oh, checking out Stoke on the very last moment. They are running for a single here. The chance was there, but throw is not perfect. in such sort of things, Pakistani fielders should take care.
Well, Wyatt has been confident to try and push for that and test the fielder. She's got the run that she was looking for.
A good line. They're keeping openers quiet. Emma Johns on your screens, she waited a lot. Sarah Taylor was before the wicketkeeper. She was playing aggressive cricket, marvellous cricket, so Emma Johns waited a lot for her turn. Oh, that has gone through.
Yeah, she had to be patient, in and out of the England side for a long time since her debut back in 2013. And had to be patient. I think it's widely acknowledged that in terms of pure wicket-keeping, that after Sarah Taylor, Amy Jones was the best in the world, and England just happened to have the two best competing for the same spot.
Take that, this is going all the way. That's the maximum. Travel the distance for 6. There you go. Khalid Senior. He has given the confirmation that this has been perfectly played. She was out of the crease, approaching to the pitch of the ball, and arm flow was beauty.
There's not many grounds in world cricket that wouldn't have been 6 runs. That was a big hit. She's connected beautifully with it, Danny Wyatt.
Quick run. So 10 from this over. England cricket team, 20 without loss after 3. Well, Pakistan cricket team, Aisha coming into the side, Nahida, Javeria, they're all good batters. Bisma leading the side well. Umama, brilliant. Hiram Javed, then Sidra Nawaz, Fatima, Diana, Aroof Shah, and Anam Amin. So Pakistan has got pretty decent lineup, and in this series there are 5 debutants from Pakistan. Iqbal Imam doing a hard job promoting girls and giving lots of confidence. He's all the time in the center, giving good hand to backing up the girls. So Pakistan Cricket Board throughout the day here, must say that throughout the tournament, I must say, or even back at home at domestic level, they've been promoting the women's cricket. So everything has been lined up. After this Pakistan women cricket team, they will be playing a tri-series at home, domestic, before going to the World Cup. Fatima Sana, 4 games for her, 3 wickets. Too wide towards offside, given room, punished away for 4. Such sort of looseness you can't give to the batter like White. She's been in form in opting to get anything.
That's a freebie, isn't it? It's wide, complete freedom for Wyatt just to swing those arms through the ball and pick up 4 runs, and suddenly she's 18 from 10.
Fatima Sana, she belongs to Karachi, the city of lights, a beautiful city. She has played her cricket there, making the debut. Again, bit of width, but this time, back foot point, done a good job. This summer, Fatima Sana has made the debut. She's been a promising girl in Pakistan's bowling. Good fielding. This is another good effort there. Girls here smiling. I don't think so. That every time when you're getting positives, your confidence is up. Nahida Khan couldn't do better in the batting, but in the fielding, she's doing a good job saving runs.
That was hit pretty firmly as well. White will feel she's missed out, but that's a good piece of work from Nahida.
A little bit of bit, but they have got the protection. It is sweeper cover. Well, English batters, both openers, they are picking up the gaps. Is one of the big hit. Sixth, and they are getting through the gaps, scoring runs. They were a little quiet at first couple of overs, but here they've been doing a good job. Oh, lucky if batter would have left that ball, would maybe a wide, but she has got a bit of the bad part there.
She'll feel she's missed out there, Jones, because it was short and wide. And probably should have been put away. Mid-on and mid-off are up. Will she try and go down the ground?
Good over, except that boundary at the start. She came back strongly. England 25 without wicket after 4.
Yeah, certainly not the flurry and demolition of boundaries that we saw yesterday. This has been a lot tighter from Pakistan with the ball. And they've been pretty much on the mark. And that loose delivery at the start of the previous over, but in the main, there's not been a huge amount for England to work with.
Well, sometimes it happens like you've already won the series, so going with it comfortably in a centre, you don't need to panic. You knew that you can do better. In 10th over, might be after that, you have the ability to score like 150 plus. So that's why the English cricketers' body language, that has been positive, very relaxed, calm. Rather than Pakistan, they're trying to win this contest of the day, ending on finishing on a good note that they can taste the victory. But Denny White. Take this. This has gone towards onside, the maximum. And that is massive. Take this. And again, that's really a good hit. Well connected.
It's a massive hit from White. Again, timing is perfect. When you get a boundary at the start of an over, it just creates such freedom, doesn't it? It really means that you can manage the over as you want to, because you've got that boundary score. You've got that.
Shot third man, shot fine leg. They have got the long leg in its place. Oh, that's gone up. Fielder is coming underneath it. Taken on a second attempt. Wow, Maima. At one time, it was looking like she has dropped it, but good attempt. In a second try, she had just grabbed the ball properly.
Oh, she's got underneath it, White. And as you say, it was in, it was out, and then she hung on, and that was the important moment. You could tell the reaction from the Pakistan teammates. A lot of celebrations, because that's a huge wicket. Look at the rate that White was going, 25 from 15. strike rate of over 160. And she finishes her tour, which has been a good tour for Danny Wyatt, but she would have wanted to go on today, and she was in good touch. We saw from that 6 at the start of the over. And so out to the middle comes Heather Knight to join Amy Jones, and England 31 for 1.
Pakistani bowlers striking here. Heather Knight coming up, and she's on the non-striking end. Right-hander bat. She's really a good hitter, getting a century in first game. Well, this wicket surely has given a bit of the boost to the Pakistani players. They must be looking to come onto their toes, as so far the bowlers, they've been doing a good job. There you go, Knight. From Plymouth?
Yeah, from the southwest of England. Yeah, Plymouth, that's the big port town in the southwest of England.
Oh, a couple of fumbles, but not resulted in any sort of damage. Good over so far, except that 6 in the first over. But you're happy if you have been hit for a 6 and you've got a wicket.
You take that. Yeah, it's nicely driven by Knight. But again, the fielding, it's not perfect on that occasion, but it's enough. And that is good delivery from Diana, who's not giving Knight any room. As we see here, it's really cramping the batter for room. There's no space to do anything with it, really.
Diana Big taking 2 wickets. Not been among the wickets in this series. Throwing cross from the pads. She's done a good job, and I think so here. Diana gets successful over 5 gone, 33 for 1, England. Well, Knight and Jones are keeping their heads together. And I've got in commentary box Mr. Sikandar Bakht. Well, so far, Pakistan doing a good job, restricting like 33 for 1 in 5 overs. Happy.
Good morning, Ijaz. Good morning, everyone. Yes, it looks good. Especially to get a wicket. That's a good thing. Danny Wyatt, in-form batter for England. So to see the back of her, it's important in early days. In Pakistan, it's imperative that they get a win under their belt before they leave Kuala Lumpur. It's the last of the 3 T20 games. And Pakistan have already lost this series 2-0. So it's important to bag 1 game. Just that bit of confidence. In fact, I would change my statement. It will be a big, huge confidence, because England is a far superior side. And give them a big fight.
That has been a highlight or a key factor in today's Pakistan's bowling, that they hadn't given any sort of big rooms. A couple of times when a bowler is coming up, the first delivery been given a bit of the room, but they kept almost on a middle stump and leg stump, and that made them hard to play some aggressive strokes or aggressive shots.
It's about time that Pakistan bowlers realize where to bowl to each batter from England. It's the 6th time they're playing each other here in this series. 3 ODIs and a third T20 now.
Pakistani fielders, they're really on their toes at this stage. So Fatma hasn't taken any sort of slip. It has been pretty fair. The ball is not doing much. You have to keep your fielders nearby. On the other catching position, they are calling the third man inside 30 yards. And sending long leg back onto the boundary there. There you go, that's offside. The third man is up. Finding is up in 30 yards.
That's a horizontal bat shot. Like a tennis forehand. Slap that one past Diana. Just too short in length. Correction, Fatima. It's too short, too much weight. Easy pickings.
Yes, exactly. A sort of baseball. Just pulling it there and earning 4 runs. Because once you have crossed the bowler at that area, the mid-off is slightly away in the modern cricket. And a well-timed shot will really earn you runs. Well, Fatima is pitching the ball towards offside, like 4th or 5th stump.
Didn't quite attain the height that the batter would have liked to cut that one to sweeper cover or somewhere around point. It just went under the bat and on the first bounce to the keeper Sidra Nawaz.
And Sidra should be thinking, and I think so she has came forward 1 step, the wicket keeper. That will be a better idea for her. Well, that has gone through. Will surely touch the fence. Well, luck is not working for Fatima here. So power play 42 with a wicket for English cricket team, and so far Pakistan is eagerly to get another wicket here. That is the old traditional way for the players to display the scores.
That's what you gave me for middle last time.
Middle outside?
Now that the power play is done, the field is pretty spread out.
Is that leg stump?
In front of the square, there's a deep whitish mid-wicket, a long on, a long off,
Middle, please, then.
a deep cover.
This one?
Slightly.
There's a huge 180-degree curve with boundary riders. And then you got a short third man, a short fine leg, a point, a square leg, and an extra cover just to save a single. That's the field set for Aroop Shah, the leggy. Cut away, that'll go to 4. It's a quick outfield. She's got some good bat onto that. Too short on that occasion to start off with Aroop.
Yes, exactly. Given a bit of the room, and she must be happy. But I would love to see Syed Aroop Shah on a wicket like at UAE in Pakistan, where the ball is spinning. Here it's not spinning much. Pitch is slightly slow. So she will be a promising girl.
I should have been able to collect that one on a follow-through. These are very important runs. Even if it's a single, why give it away? That's the boundary in the first ball of the over.
So the batters from England cricket team, they're going along nicely. Not been panic while facing Arup Shah.
Heather Knight would be looking for a big score today. She's got N number of time. She's looked good. She's shuffled herself down in the order, played at 3, number 4. Today when Wyatt got out early in the power play, allows a lot of time to Heather Knight to get to a big score. And not to forget the player of the match for the first 2 T20s, Amy Jones, is still out there. Not out. 13 of 19, and Pakistan's 50 is up with that single. 54, sorry, England's 50 is up, 50 for 1. Just the last ball of the 7th over to go.
Seven gone. England 51 for 1. England winning the toss, putting themselves to bat in. 51 in 7 overs. So not been a bad start in terms of wicket, in terms of scores, because they have got the habit of capitalizing, like getting a star, 30s converting into 50s. As speaking earlier, Mr. Sikandar was telling us that 2 of the player of the matches, so Jones can be lethal here, scoring some quick runs if you can get some more space, some more time. But Fatma should be more accurate.
She looks good. She's a quick arm action, Fatima. Nice run up as well. Comes in quick. She can get the length right. Just a little closer to the bat, maybe. With that length, good. Previous delivery we saw was easily cut away. Just to find the fielder, Javeri at backward point. Yeah, slightly fuller on that occasion. Given the first opportunity today, Fatima. There she is.
Yeah, pretty wide on the crease.
There she goes. Picked up, realizing. Mid on inside.
Yes, that's where England batters, they're really good at. Because if there are a couple of dot deliveries, they can really go like this, over pitching, coming onto the ball quickly, staying there, delivering in style. Behind the ball, picked up earlier, connecting well and getting 4 runs. Oh, slightly uppish, but landing safely. Well, another good thing from England's point of view that they kept going with the partnerships. There was a bit of length, back of length. Played obviously, but away from the fielder, couldn't find anywhere. Landing safely and getting runs. That English cricketers, they can wait like 2-3 deliveries and then they can bridge that gap of low run rate with a boundary of 6. Driven straight. So far, 6 runs came into this over. They've got like 150. What has been told on toss by Bisma Maroof that they will be looking to restrict England under 150. For that, they will have to come up with some different bowling planes, some tight lines. Solid and well fielded. Excellent work at the back foot point. She has not given anything there. Look at that, the ball was going from away. Couldn't collect properly in the first attempt, but she was able to stop batters, not to take runs. 8 overs gone, 57 for 1. England, and there you go. Mr. Javed, the match referee. He's really a senior guy, doing a wonderful job in Pakistan. Very much accurate and looking eagerly on everything, managing it properly. Then Sir Kalidas, smiling all the time. He's really tall, used to bowl in his young age. Must be a quick.
निकल के ही खेलेगी.
Down the wicket. Couldn't get a single, more than that single, I must say. Aruba is giving a bit of the air, and that has been helpful for the batters because this pitch is not turning, not a single spin there. So the batters are finding very easy to play with a straight bat.
Now this time, swept away nicely. Leg spinners are bound to go for runs, but they are your wicket-taking option. So as a captain, you'd allow them that license. Don't worry about being hit for runs. But you just got to be a little careful, realizing who is on strike. Both Knight and Jones have a good reach. They can really stretch that left leg up and get to the pitch of the ball.
Yes, exactly. They're picking the length earlier. They can easily managing the sweep shot, getting the right leg in a perfect place. And it's all the time treat to watch when a batter is playing a sweep shot against the spinners.
Because it's just the fact that the men's cricket good length is very different from women's cricket good length. And if you have a tall batter, then their reach is way ahead of others, and they can make anything into a half volley. So you've got to understand who you're bowling at. Accordingly, pull your length. Good fielding there. Rushing onto the ball. Pakistan making 3 changes today. In fact, 2 changes, 3 for England. So everyone almost getting an opportunity to get up from that bench and get into the 11. That's a good shout there. Nice shout. Would have to have a look at that again. Umpire feels otherwise. 9 gone, 64 for 1.
Yes, that was really a good shout. Coming near from the stumps, pitching that ball.
That looked pretty adjacent. Maybe the impact, umpire feels. The left leg was offered and way stretched out. How much distance did the ball have to cover?
Bowling change, same action.
Pitching in line. Don't know if there's a slight under edge from the bat or the glove. But it looks pretty adjacent from here.
Bisma Maroof, the captain.
Coming down.
She comes up. And let's see if she has got some magic in her hand to get some part of the wickets from here. 106 games, 36 wickets. Oh, bit of air given this time, deep mid wicket. One bounce into the fence for 4. Umpire Ghaffar Kazmi confirming it. Really a good hit. Well, the captain has been welcomed here with a boundary. Look at that, she has picked up earlier. The length was perfect to hit. So she has gone after the ball. Again, given a bit of the room, and this time, scoring. Yes, it is. Another boundary. That is the same line given there to the batter, and she's enjoying her batting. Johns quickly came up to 23. Look at that. Coming a step down and deep in wicket, earning 4 runs. Oh, this time through covers. Extra cover is the space. She has opted to. And what a striker. She's doing a wonderful.
Yeah, it's a hot day. Why bother running if you can do that? And I'll tell you that these two batters can prove very, very expensive to the opposition. They are not going to show any mercy. Amy, 2 Player of the Match awards, as I said. She's going to go after you. Heather's got plenty of time with lots and lots of overs available to her. She will also eye a big score, individual big score. And they will try to touch 200 today, just to make sure that they have that clear in the back of their mind that they can get to that mark which they decide. We've seen they've fallen short at times by 15 or 20 runs during the ODIs, and one of the T20s as well. Almost halfway through their innings, 77 for 1. It's very gettable with 9 wickets in hand.
Yes, and they've got the habit. England cricket teams, as batting, you know, they've been all the time perfect. Getting some more runs to midfield. Getting a single. With his 10 overs, have been bowled out. 78 for 1 England.
Well, Amy Jones in that over suddenly decided it was the time to fire the turbochargers and get England moving. Race to more than a runner ball. And there's a good looking shot. Straight down the ground. And 6 runs.
But the message is clear from the England side. They're surely going to go after the opposition. They'll get as many as possible this morning. No doubt when they won the toss, decided to bat. And as I said, the Amy continuing from where she left off yesterday.
Yeah, well done, Ruby.
84 for 1 halfway through. What do you reckon? What kind of score is available?
Well, the sky's the limit, you feel. And shots like that, 6 more down the ground, suggest that it could be a big total, because suddenly England are absolutely flying. And the worry for Pakistan is that the bowler that was causing England problems in the last game is the one that's getting targeted in this over.
Yeah, tough times, testing times for Arup.
टाइट आओ
It'll
बहुत
be
हल्की
interesting
है,
to
शाबाश।
see how she manages this attack from the two batters. She's gone for 29 in her third over. Economy of almost 11. Can she pull things back? It's just a matter of that one good ball and everything changes. That's a good stop there.
शाबाश बच्चे।
That's well done.
टाइट या।
Haven't seen her using the wrong on her as much. Picked up nicely,
ठीक है।
but won't go any further than long on at Javeria. 11 gone, 92 for 1.
Well, the biggest drama that I've seen here today actually took place walking down from the England dressing room a few moments ago. I was out the back of the commentary box and I heard an enormous crash. And Catherine Brunt, who's not playing today, was carrying a tray of coffees. She lost her footing and the whole lot went flying down the stairs.
Oh.
She was fine, but there was quite a big coffee order that's going to have to be repeated for the England dugout. It caused much amusement to those watching on.
Was that after she got to know she's not playing today?
Well,
Well, I remember driving down the highway once, trying to multitask and spilled hot coffee all over me while driving, and there's no hard shoulder, no place to stop. And you just don't know what you do. You just lift yourself up a little bit and you're trying to manage everything, and driving at 100 kilometers an hour on a highway. Yes, it can be tricky. Wide to start off with. Finds the gap. Now there's a race. Arup and the ball. Oh, she's done well. Brilliant. Good effort. Couldn't save the boundary. But yeah, she's just dived forward and scooped it back over the rope.
nicely played. I thought she'd done a brilliant job here, but she couldn't try that again if she tried.
Trying to ball back of the hand. Almost got her partner.
Well, it's never good to, you don't want to take out the captain at the non-striker's end.
Nowadays, umpires use protections. Some of them wear helmets, especially in the T20s. There you go again. There's a huge tendency the batter will try to hit you in the V. So many occasions we've seen the ball just flying past the umpires. 99 now, England, in the 12th over. Not much happening here for the bowlers. 100 up for England. Seems like the two batters are finding it very easy to rotate strike and get that out boundary. Don't know if that's a very bright idea. It's not like the runs are choked in front of the square. Lucky Arup on that occasion. Fine leg was inside the circle. End of the over. It's 101 for 1.
Well, Jones again continuing this good run of form. 50s in the first 2 matches of this series, a career best. Score of 89 yesterday. But you look at that acceleration in this innings for England. It was a slowish start, that first 50 coming from 41 deliveries, but then things have moved on. Just 29 balls it took to then move from 50 to 100.
I was quite surprised. I thought Heather would like to chase today. The first game she was put into bat, second game they opted to bat first, won the series, but they decided to bat again.
I suppose why change your winning formula? But then there is the argument to say that ahead of a T20 World Cup in the new year, there'll be a benefit to trying to learn to do both.
On one knee, and gets a maximum. Just behind the square on the onside, using the pace on the ball. And Diana has been hit for a maximum on the very first ball of the over. So you just see with the kind of shot that's just been played, it's not much that the bowlers are getting out here.
It's a fine shot though, isn't it? On one knee, heaved away over long leg.
The slower one. Knight had to just wait for it and then got into the drive.
But certainly, I expected if England won the toss, they'd think about having a bowl, just get batters used to managing a run chase.
Yeah, why not? Happy with 3 changes today. Just to let everyone have an outing, also to test the bench strength. Well, it's just the fact that if you are facing a slightly weaker opposition, do you actually get tested? She'll have to bowl that again. Yeah, she's going to run to the top of a mark. 2 bright, hot, sunny days here in Kuala Lumpur. Yesterday and today was quite humid. Things change in the evening. A bit of thunderstorm, but everything is clear at the moment. Oh, she would have had to bowl that again, but Knight gets a bat onto it.
She's just slightly losing her rhythm here, Diana Begg, who started her spell really nicely, right in that awkward channel. But this is just getting a little bit looser, and it might be because it is seriously hot out there. It's humid, it's not easy conditions.
One thing I've noticed here that the quicks from Pakistan, they haven't really liked, or maybe they don't prefer, they haven't come around the wicket, especially in their second spell. Diana, when she comes back in the latter part of the innings, she's hit around, or if she's feeling that the batters are getting a lot of room, why not curb them with that angle round the wicket? So is for Alia Riaz. We haven't seen her really coming round the wicket to right-handers. But England don't have any lefties, do they?
No.
Yeah. So.
And interestingly, England don't have any left-handed players.
1-1-2 for 1.
Not just in the first 11, if you like, but even coming through the system, there is none. And there's all sorts of theories about why that might be, whether it's because when you play hockey at school as a kid, it tends to be right-handed, and that's the equipment that's used, and it just forces people to get, it becomes habitual. It might just be coincidence.
Pakistan has the captain. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, if there's any other left-handed batter in Pakistan, apart from Bisma.
I think England have one in Lindsay Smith, and I think that is it in the entire setup.
Gone. I don't know if that was necessary. She tried that shot again in the previous over as well against the leggy. Reversing, handing it over straight to backward point. That's a gift. She's actually thrown it away, to be really honest. Looking so good. There's not much pace on the ball for the ball to clear the 30 yard. Have a look.
Looking to get it finer. Straight into the hands of Arub, and she will feel she's thrown it away. 37's a good effort, but it should have been more from Amy Jones. She's in good touch. 50s in the first couple of matches of this series, and she'll feel she has missed out the opportunity of another one. 37 from 35. And England 112 for 2. So to the middle comes Fran Wilson, who played that. Oh, we'll watch this replay and see it just popped up easy as you like. She couldn't have picked the fielder out any better if she tried. But Wilson joins Heather Knight, having played an innings that I've not seen the style of from before from Wilson, where she scored 85 not out from just 49 deliveries in the ODIs, a career in T20s, which isn't as extensive as it might be.
Center, yeah, middle.
She's a dangerous player when she gets going, that much is absolutely certain.
So Umaima gets a wicket at the first ball of her second over, 1 for 8. Brings on the new batter Wilson on strike. Was a quicker one, played very fine, straight away off the mark. Will the fielder win the race? Yeah, she does. Good collection pickup, and the batters come back for 2. So wicket falls and the momentum breaks slightly. 114 for 2 right now. Projected score suggests they'll get to 171 if they keep going like this. I'm sure they'll get a little more than that with Knight out there. No hard-hitting Catherine Brunt tonight in the 11.
Or Natalie Siver.
Yeah, so Knight would have a bigger job to do. Probably bat till the end, which is not far away. 6 overs to go after this. Good over this. Just 4 of the over up till now and a wicket. Good over. 5 of it and a wicket. 117 for 2 after 14. Six leg byes and 2 wides in this inning up till now. Total 8 extras. Bismarck continuing with Diana Begg. bowling from the Kinrara end. She'll be bowling her last over, 1 for 24.
Peter Fuller playing it back to the bowler.
That's dropped, I think. In a follow-through, Diana couldn't get hold of the ball. I don't know if that's bumped off the ground. Looked like a catch. I can't tell from here if it's bumped.
Well, the reaction from the bowler will be a important one to see there. She had just gone over. Fielder is there and catch taken. Ball in the deep. There's really a good effort, good fielding.
That's a good breakthrough, and that's a huge wicket. Pakistan knows it. Here tonight, the England captain, wild swing of the bat. The ball was available to be hit, but Javeria makes no mistakes, just grabs that one in her safe hands around that wideish long-on area. And Heather Knight is dismissed for 43 of 31. That's a huge wicket, a big blow. Pakistan would like that. They would like to feel that they've got a certain grip on the game now. 118 for 3 England in the 15th.
There was a slowed one, couldn't picked up. Well, this time bowler bowling and rolling the fingers and not been enough to get behind a shot because lack of power, lack of timing. Look at the smile, jubilation is there. And there's really a good effort in the deep. And Pakistani players, they're happy to get the wicket of captain. Well, it's a good time if you can take 10 wickets down from England. There may be a mount coming in the centre. 75 games, over 1,000 runs. She has got 3 figures in T20 cricket, 116. So she can bat well, and she has got the ability. Well, the wicket can really add some more blood into the unit, which was really required, such sort of plus for Pakistani fielders. Timmy coming into the side. She's really an educated lady, got the degree in chemistry as well as in sports sciences. Like, the chance was there. They were running in for a single, but bit of late release of the ball.
So important Pakistan understands and realizes where they have got themselves in the game. They have a certain level of control now after getting 2 quick wickets. And they've got the wicket of Heather Knight, and they've also seen the back of Amy Jones. So two new batters, all they need to do is make sure no extras are given away. When I say extras, they're freebies. Just try to keep them as low as possible coming back for the second. That's more like it. Keeping the pressure on, restricting them to 1. Every run counts here. 163 is where England would end up if they bat at this pace. That's around 8.16 runs and over.
Yes, and look at the running between the wicket. And, she's playing some quick with the bat, be amount, and she has opened the inning from Kent, playing in a county cricket. Lots of times you can expect something here from the bat that she can really bat with flow. 15 overs bowled out here. England 1-2, 1 for 3.
Kali, how many overs bowled by Maima?
Timmy, Beaumont and Wilson, let's see if they can do better, because first power play, they were not been best enough. Second one, they've improved a bit. But now, 16-20. That will be the era of their batting, when they will surely be looking to score like 8 or 9 runs per over. So just going aerial, but just settling for a single. Good effort in the deep. Well fielding. Quick release. Picked up the ball earlier. Diana Baig, really a good fielder in the deep. She has got a good arm. Temebi Mount, as described earlier, she has got the chemistry degree as well as the sports sciences too. So she has got all of the experience of cricket too. She can really connect that along with her sports. Over the years, England has provided the cricketers the best of the skills as well as best in education. But the other way, Wilson. There we go, switching it towards off. And the chance was there. Throw could be a better than this. A little bit more down into the wicketkeeper's hand, because wicketkeeper collected it on the high. There you go. Good effort in the deep, at the back foot point. In fact, throw was there. Bat was still out of the crease. It's dragging down. Where the stumps are off. We'll have to get back in one frame. I see that bails are off the groove. Off the groove. It's a tough job. There you go, she's just sliding and I think so. Well, you can see 50-50.
Not an easy one to call, this.
Because the bat is touching on the popping crease like on a white line. There should be a small part of the bat on the ground behind that white line. Here the bat is up.
Well, the confusing thing is that if she had the bat the other way round in her hand and not the bowed edge, then the bat will be comfortably home. But the fact is that because the way that the bat bends and the ball is just elevated,
so just trying to make home there. Wicketkeeper collected it in front of stumps. Then she hanging her hands down, trying to get the bails off. Well, in the meantime, the bat is there on the wide line. Let's see what umpire, the TV umpire, and umpire Ghaffar Kazmi, he's just saying something to the batter.
so not out is the decision. It's a confusing rule because there has been a change in the law, which I'll try and explain a little bit more clearly in a moment.
On the leg side.
And that is that no longer can you have a situation where you run your bat in and if it bounces up, you can be given out depending on when the moment, in the same way that if your back foot, say, comes up in a stumping, you can be stumped. And the law is that if your bat is down over the line and it bounces up, well, you've already been in, so you're in. And so the complication then comes with, well, what about a situation like that, where part of the bat is down and part of the bat is over the line? It's just the part of the bat that is over the line is elevated.
It is, but she didn't ground that in the crease. It was up. Though it has crossed the line, but it didn't touch the inside. But fair one, given that out, she's still in the centre. 16 gone, 1-2-6 for 3 England.
One thing we do know is that England aren't going to get the sort of total that they managed unless something hugely dramatic happens in the last 4 overs in the last match yesterday. So Pakistan have done a good job here in restricting the England run scoring and getting wickets at important times. The top 3 were all set. None of them managed to reach a half century. So Anam will return into the attack, with Wilson starting to look a little bit more comfortable with how this pitch is playing.
Played it away towards onside. Anam Amin, the bowler, she's just giving some space to the batter. That's Arup Shah at the deep. In the last 10 games, Anam has taken 10 wickets, and she's among the wickets. Good one. A very much easy action into the left armour. Second run is there, but the ball couldn't collect it properly. And then you can say good running.
The first 2 deliveries of this over have both been, well, it's a free hit and it's a no ball.
I think he is looking that more fielder was not inside the circle. That was circle no ball.
Well, we saw that yesterday, and that is inexcusable, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that you could undo so much good work by just such simple things. It's a basic prerequisite. Ensure you have the right number of fielders outside the circle.
Yeah.
In the end, it's not going to be more than just a single that's conceded, because the delivery is not a bad one, but it's just, it's basics.
Yeah.
And
captain should be looking how much you've got in 30 yards. But Henry, that Arup Shah, which was on the monitors a while ago, that played officially just over. Resulting in runs. There you go, 6.
And the problem is, as we see this shot again, it's a good hit from Fran Wilson over mid-wicket, just out of the reach of the fielder, is that it changes the whole momentum of the over when something like that happens, and it can just give the initiative to the batting side. And you look at the fact that, yes, the free hit only went for 1, but you've then got an extra delivery, you've then got to rethink your plans. There's a sense of frustration throughout the entire team. The bowler is frustrated. The batting side has a little bit of impetus.
Single officially played, but long leg again, reluctant to come forward. Such kind of efforts should be there because you're playing an international T20 cricket. You need to show your skill. And this lady, Arup Shah, I'm eager to look at bowling on a surface like in UAE, in Pakistan, where the ball is spinning. Oh, could have been another singer. That's a gifted run. Misfield resulting in extra run. But it's good to give gifts in real life, but not such kind of gifts when you're in a field.
Well, in 5 days' time, England will be at home opening their presents, and there's another one. An early Christmas gift.
From Pakistani girls to England cricket team. Well, this one's 17 bowled, 141 for 3.
So 3 overs left for England to try and muster a score. You would have thought they'll be looking for more than 170 as a realistic target. I think anything over 180 would be an outstanding effort from here, but it's been good without spectacular from England today. I think the pitch has been a little bit tackier.
They go down the wicket, which is looking for Single, yes, it is. Well, Pakistan has got the habit in the previous two games. When they were looking at the English cricket team, they were flourishing, trying to get some big runs. They contained them well in the last 5 or 4 overs. So let's see if they can do it here. Restrict England by 160, 165 roundabout. But the swing of the bat is telling a different story. She couldn't connect though. But it looks like more often they are going towards onside.
That's a spectacular take from the throw in, if nothing else from Aroub.
You remember when you last did like this? You
Well,
last do like jumping in the air, crapping the ball.
Oh, about an hour and a half ago, maybe.
Some more runs. But Pakistan skipper must be happy, giving away like singles, 4 or 5 in every over, till 20 rather than the big hits. Oh, she connected well, but couldn't get the gap. Most likely looking towards onside. In Pakistani bowlers, they have worked well. They did homework, pitching the deliveries of balls in the middle stump or somewhere up in the leg stump, and they are packing up the onside field. See the 3 patrollers there, 3 ladies, they are patrolling the boundaries. $18 gone, 146 for 3.
I think what we are going to see is that Pakistan, unless there are an enormous amount of runs in the next 2 overs, are going to have a target that they'll fancy that they can chase down. It'll be really interesting to see how Bismar Maroof's side approach that run chase.
Yeah.
Whether that incentive of actually not being out of reach, we'll just see them playing a little more cautiously and sensibly. Because yesterday we saw some poor dismissals. But here we see Tammy Beaumont, who normally times the ball so well, gets a bit of a tangle. That'll tell us something about this pitch.
Down the wicket, it's going high. Fielder just dropped it. She had a bit of the hand there on the ball, but couldn't keep the balance.
It was a decent effort because it's gone a long way up. There's a lot of ground to make up, and if nothing else, saved a boundary.
Down the wicket again, this time batter. And it's gone over. Cleared the distance for 6. Well, this is the time when what we are talking about, that English cricketers, they are really hard hitters, can really dent Pakistani bowlers at this stage.
That's the worry, isn't it? That these last 2 overs could be the difference between an interesting chase. And I say that it will take something spectacular for England to take the game away from Pakistan. The other factor you have to think about as well, I suppose, is the momentum. And if the batting side finishes 20 overs with a flurry of boundaries, it can just shift the energy of the match, and suddenly a game feels like it's gone very much the way of one side rather than the other.
Playing away towards onside. Beaumont, she has got 116 runs, the highest in T20 version of cricket. So you can really hit hard. She has got the habit to play aggressively, and she can really conclude her inning in a perfect way. Picked up the gap towards onside, run away for 4. Her mind is working like a computer, where exactly the fielders are. Look at the perfection.
Yes. Fine placement, isn't it? And she'll feel she's got a little bit of a point to prove, Tammy Beaumont. She didn't get the chance to bat yesterday, and with the power in England's batting, there's a lot of competition for those batting spots, and so she'll see this as an important innings. She's come in and hit 23 from just 15, which is a pretty good effort. But you can see England have just slowed up a little bit. There was that flurry of runs in the middle of the innings. The second 50 coming from just 29 deliveries, and then it just slowed up a touch.
Oh, behind the stumps. Well, Teme, she's spoken earlier, 116. She's playing in a middle order, like 5th place, but she has opened inning from Kent. The county cricket, she has opened inning lots of time playing from Kent, so she can go like aggressively. And that's why she has got the habit of playing some aggressive cricket. Can be a chance. Directed. Oh, just given away. An extra run there. No one was there on the non-striking end. There's the bowler and the wicketkeeper. They were about to collect the ball. Good presence of mind from England cricketers.
Yeah, well, Tammy Beaumont's halfway down the track by the time that Fran Wilson even looks up to see the runs on. And the throw from Sidra just misses. And there's no one waiting to back up. And it allows England through for another run. So 2 leg byes moves the score to 162 for 3.
Can't chase the call, but got to just land it safely in front of the fielder. 3 more deliveries. So let's see if Fatima can do a better job here. Here's the captain has just given a bit of the advice to her. Just roll your fingers. Might be just go a bit fuller. But Fatima has the habit of pitching the ball back off length. So let's see where she will be doing the business here. There's a slower one this time. Still, they're managing to get a single.
I can't even begin to describe what has just happened. That was complete chaos. Little attempted shovel over the shoulder. He's played actually into her pads. And then Wilson's there to dive in. I don't think that's the sort of shot that you're going to see necessarily in many guides on how to play the game.
Yes.
But the result is a leg bye for England. It's been a good over.
There was no boundary, but this time picked up towards fine leg. Well, she has used the pace. And it's only the timing.
That's a lovely shot from Wilson, isn't it?
So the boundary comes in. And there you go, 50 partnership. And 34 deliveries, really quick. Good strike rate to finish the innings. Well, there was way towards offside. Pretty wide delivery, they're returning back for 2. Through will be Mata here. And they're asking for a run out here.
Let's have a look. Throw comes in. Good throw, right on top of the stumps. I think she'll be home. Yeah. Tammy Beaumont has done a lot of diving into her ground in the last 10 minutes or so. And that shirt's going to require a clean. You can see that. There's mud all over the front of both of their shirts, Wilson and Beaumont, as they stroll off. 170 for 3. And I think that Pakistan can feel they've done a decent job there because, yes, it's a big target. A required rate of over 8 and over. But I don't think that they'll feel out of this game at all.
Hey, they should try. Big effort. But looking on to the last run out collection, I've seen in this game from Pakistani fielders, whenever they're collecting the ball, they're collecting in front of stumps. They're not staying behind the stumps. So might be a fraction, second, a quickness can really give you a wicket. Well, they've done the mistakes here, not taking the run-out chances. But captain must be happy. 170, really. That's on for them.
Well, the one person that will be frustrated is Lauren Winfield, who didn't get a bat into the side today. But didn't get her opportunity to have a bat, but you see that there's consistency from all of England's batters there. Jones and White at the top of the order again. The only frustration, I think, from their point of view was that they didn't go on and get scores north of 50. Heather Knight played very nicely for her 43 from 31, before being well caught by Javeria. But then Wilson and Beaumont, that was a good partnership at the end, worth 52 runs from 35 deliveries, and got England to that total of 170 for 3.
Pakistani bowlers Jana taking 2 wickets and 1 wicket for Umaima. 13 extras in 20 overs, so they have got the target of 171. Weather is sportive, excellent conditions for playing cricket. Well, England started a little slowly, but gradually they increased their batting, like strike rates, massive hitting, keeping the wickets intact. It's a good finish from England. Good capped. Was in a start, English batters, they were looking on a back foot when they're flourishing and showing their skills in the batting. Good clean hitting. All the way. They've got the variety of shots. Then couldn't capitalize. She was trying to do some cheeky work. Straight into the hands of back foot point. Then good fielding in the deep. Pakistani fielders in the deep, they capped well. Whenever the ball came to their side, in front of them, couple of good hits at the bottom line, like from England cricketers when they were finishing. So England finishes well here in terms of batting. So we will wait for Pakistan to come in the center, chasing 171. We are taking a short break. When Pakistan will come up, they will have to take like 8.55 runs per over in 20 overs game. Should be a win game for Pakistan because they haven't tasted a victory yet. So here we go. 10 minutes break, and when Pakistan will come into the action, we will come back live to you.
Back after the break, and here we are with Pakistan ready with their reply. They need to get 171 to win this match at the Kinrara Oval in Kuala Lumpur, the final T20. They've lost the series, but obviously bagging a win just before they take their flight back home will do a huge amount of good to their confidence. If they can beat England, it's a far superior side, one of the top sides in the world. So it's really not important if Pakistan have lost the series. A win here can give them big smiles while they board the aircraft. Nahida Khan, I personally believe that she has the ability to get Pakistan off to a flyer. She has this very positive way of approaching the game, irrespective of the fact what target they're chasing. She's a natural striker of the ball. Here's Aisha Zafar, who's got an opportunity today. She's into the side. Two changes Pakistan have made. And here we go, starting off with a bit of spin. And I'm being joined by Henry. Yeah, so the 3 changes have left a bit of a gap in the middle order in terms of batting for England. No Siva, and of course, who else missed out today with the bat?
Catherine Brunt.
Catherine Brunt.
And it's 3 bowlers as well that England will be missing from their attack. So normally you would see either Anya Shrubsole or Catherine Brunt taking the new ball. But
it's De Villiers, Maddie Villiers. And for England, wickets as usual will be the key up in the power play to put Pakistan on the back foot. Very interesting to see how Aisha Zafar approaches the game. First opportunity today on the tour, leading edge. Pakistan shouldn't let go of this opportunity. It's a gettable score. They should get as close as possible. Have the self-belief that they can get it. They can surely get it. Nahida do like space on ball. So just tends to be in more in that comfort zone when the pace is being offered in the power play. She has a good reach, fast hands, clears the circle easily. Here's Aisha. End of the over, Pakistan opened the account with a single.
do you think Pakistan can win this game?
I have no doubts. Why can't they? But it really depends on how they get a start. Because important is if they don't get a start, they tend to fall back further. Catching up becomes very difficult. So if Nahida gets them a good start along with Aisha, and then Bisma can carry the momentum. I don't know where they're going to play Javeria at 3. I think Bisma might just sacrifice her number and come at 4. The key would be, of course, the top 4. One of them needs to get a big score, like a really big one, so a 70 or 80. 8.95 in a T20 is not much, even if you talk about women's game. Modern day cricket, it's gettable. This outfield helps you. You will be absolutely rewarded for good shots. Shrubsole to start off from the far end.
What you'll see from Anya Shrubsole is early in the innings, she will get that in movement towards the right-hander. And it can be threatening because you're trying to get the runs going early in an innings. That shape in towards you, you can, late movement as well, it can do for you.
Well, England bowlers have done their homework now. They know it that giving any sort of width, anything outside the off stump to Nahida will cost them. Look at that, how it shapes in. So, the idea is to keep the ball as close as possible to her body. Nahida and width go very well. Just cramp her for space so she cannot swing those arms.
You see from Nahida immediately trying to create a little bit of room by coming down the track. She wasn't able to do so, trying to negate that in-swing. This has been a good start from Shrubsole, good start from England with the ball.
Lots of confusion there. First she came down the track, tried to work it down on the onside. Then a slight hiccup in running between the wickets. Have a look.
Middle.
Yeah, Nahida 1 from 9.
She'll catch up. That's a lot of movement. Beaten everyone, including Emmy Jones. Wide signal and boundary. I haven't seen that much movement in the T20s before this. Look at that angled wrist. And look at that. Bad bounce as well to Emmy Jones.
She'll feel she should have done better there, though. The England wicketkeeper. That was awkward. But as a keeper, you hate it. Absolutely horrible.
Yeah. Messes up your nails, doesn't it? Boundary. That's a beautiful shot. Treat to look at. Full face of the bat. Playing through the line. A high elbow. Everything is perfect about it. There.
Held the pose as well.
Was watching one of those Joe Root Academy videos where he gets his support staff, that's the end of the over, 11 for none. Gets his support staff to just drop the ball in front of him, and then he goes through the same shot which just Aisha played. And he says, play that shot and hold your pose for about 5 seconds. I know 5 seconds might just sound a little too much, but just hold it. Helps you just, I don't know what, get that thing right. You're in the right position. But hold that position for a while. Keep watching it. There are a few batsmen around the world who do that, especially when they play straight. Sachin Tendulkar used to do that. Just hold the pose for a while. And of course, Joe Root would be doing that when he's preaching it. Anyone else you could think of? We just hold the face.
Kate Cross into the attack, into the side as well for this game. And a wide first up from Cross. It's just tailing down that leg side. England seam bowlers targeting the stumps early on.
Well fielded there. It's well done.
Okay, Cross from Manchester, in the northwest of England.
You feel the transition period for England has been smooth from Sarah walking out and quitting from the game, the reins being handed over to Knight, and then the overall you feel that they've got that deputy to start making the decisions while Sarah was around, because we've seen those such transitions with certain teams. It reminds me, when you go back in time and talk about men's cricket, Sri Lanka, when they missed out on Sangakkara and Mahela at the same time. It was big shoes to fill in, and they struggled for a while.
Well, England are in a bit of a transition phase. They've lost through international retirement Jenny Gunn, Laura Marsh. And that's a poor piece of fielding from Fran Wilson, allows the single. Also Sarah Taylor. And I think, as we see this again, this is regulation. And that's not the neatest piece of work from Wilson. But England have had, there has been a transition period where these players have not played every single game. And I suppose the comparison with Sangakkara and Mahela would be that they were absolute guaranteed starters in every single game, really. They played across the formats, whereas Jenny Gunn, Laura Marsh, Sarah Taylor have had times in and out of the England side in the last few years, so there has been that transition where they've been able to develop a formula without them.
Like when Bisma Maroof was out of cricket for a while, it was a big gap. It just couldn't be filled overnight. Echeverria took the reins, she led the team, and Pakistan was struggling. There was a big gap in their batting in terms of experience as well. Nice shot. Nice shot. Aisha Zafar just puts an impact there with that stroke. 2 shots, one along the ground and now this one. That's what you call a clean hit.
Yep.
3 overs, 20 for none.
It's right in the slot to be hit, but you have to put them away. And that was a really nice, clean strike of the ball. So the Pakistan run rate stands at 6.67. The required rate is 8.88. But you see that England and Pakistan absolutely neck and neck from where they were at this point in the innings.
That'll be a boundary. We've noticed that before as well. With the newish ball, the Quicks struggle a little bit with the movement, to control the movement. They've gone down the leg side. We've had issues with Shrubsole, finding it tough to control the swing. Here you go again. She gets that ball to start off from the 4th or 5th off stump and then just slides down past the leg stump. That's better. She gets that natural in swing when she's just coming into the delivery stride. She goes a little wider, and then also her wrist, which is positioned somewhere middle leg. Father just takes the ball down. She can probably start off from the 5th or 6th stump, then probably land up there. There. That's a good shot. That's a very smart shot. Knowing that the ball is curving in, she made room for herself, Nahida. She likes space. I would love to look at that again from a different angle.
It's an excellent shot.
Super stop. That was surely a boundary. Would love to see that boundary that was hit by Nahida. And it's just that she understood exactly what the ball is doing. Gets into good position. Have a look at that there. And bang.
Fabulous timing.
Oh, that's a fair shout. Yes, it is. On the back foot, the ball hurries onto you. That's not a good position to be in when the ball is new. Hit on the back leg, just around the knee roll. She knew it. I think she just knew it. She started moving away. Yeah. Aisha Zafar goes for 9. Pakistan 29 for 1.
Well, it was an encouraging innings, but just caught in the crease. And Shrubsole strikes. And we see that movement in there. That's where it just sharply comes in, and look, right deep in the crease. It's going to clatter in. 3/4 of the way up, leg stump. And Shrubsole knew and was celebrating almost before the finger had gone up. The king of the celeb appeal, where you celebrate before the decision is given, would be Stuart Broad. He, when he knows, he tends to just charge off towards the slip cordon, maybe with a cursory glance back to the umpire to make sure that that decision's been given, that it's a sight to behold. Javaria comes to the middle.
Yeah, there are situations can get a little tricky in terms of appealing to the umpire. End of the over, 29 for 1 after 4. I remember one incident where a forward short leg took a catch and claimed it, trying to appeal. The bowler turns around and appeals, and the umpire takes it upstairs. Or I think it was referred or something. In the replay it shows that there was no bat involved whatsoever, but he was plumb in front. So the umpire confirmed with the bowler again, what is he appealing for? That's important. If you're appealing for a caught catch, it's not out. But then, yeah, that was a mistake on behalf of the umpires, because the third umpire should have told the on-field umpire, along with the match referee, that he is plumb LBW. He's got to give it, because that's his call. Well, that confusion saved the batsman. She's down the wicket. She's down the wicket. That's what saves her.
And so the batsman was given not out?
Not out, yes. The mistake was then accepted later on by the match referee, saying that, yeah, that should have been given out, irrespective of the fact what the bowler was appealing for. The tricky part is, as a broadcaster, you can't suggest that.
So look where the... I mean, that... Why is that not given wide? I know the position starting immediately from the header is into the leg side, but...
Not sure if did it brush the pad on the way. I didn't actually look at it that closely, but probably that's what the umpire thought. So Javaria gets the number 3 slot. Bismarck pushes herself down. On one knee, plays that in the air, and that's the end of it. So she's picked the fielder. And Wyatt didn't have to do much. And Pakistan have lost wicket number 2. And what do you know? Sarah gets a wicket in her very first over yet once again.
It's becoming a theme, isn't it? And Danny Wyatt didn't have to move far, as you say. It was a fairly easy catch, and the header goes for 8 from 19. It's 29 for 2, just the one boundary in the innings. And you can see how frustrated she is. A little punch of the bat. She'll feel that she's missed out there because it was dropped back. As we'll see that it's just missed it again. It's reasonably short. She comes down the track. Connection's decent enough. And she finds the fielder. And Wyatt has safe hands. There's not many better in the deep than Danielle Wyatt. She tends to take most of those opportunities.
A lot to do with game awareness. Good captaincy by Heather Knight, placing the fielder right there, knowing what the capability is from the batter. She's a hard hitter and awards them with a wicket. Now it's Bismar's turn, but on strike is Javaria, the two most experienced of the lot. One is the current captain, Bismar, one the former captain, Javaria. And Pakistan are 30 for 2 with just an over to go after this in the power play.
I think Lars can come a bit wider. Go on, Glennie.
171 is Pakistan. His target, 141 is what they need now from here, of 91 deliveries. 8 wickets in hand. And Sarah Glenn coming around the wicket to the left-handed Bisma.
Oh.
Dot ball to end the over and a wicket once again in the first. It is 30 for 2.
So the run rate required for Pakistan now leaps up to 9.4. They're going at 6 and over at the moment, so it's not getting out of hand, but they'll be keen for a big over, and Kate Cross is going to bowl once again, having conceded 9 from her first over. So Pakistan may just think, if we can get out after Cross early in this over, and maybe it could be a profitable one. She'll feel she may have missed out there because that was on the leg stump, and she tried to help it round the corner but couldn't quite do so. This, of course, the final over of the power play. With those fielding restrictions, only 2 allowed outside the circle. They are a third man and long leg. It's well bowled by Cross. Not much that Javeria could do with it. So 2 dots to start the over.
Well, that's true, but the traction is there. They've added a couple. Well, Pakistan should be looking here like this, the way she has worked it, a couple of runs. After 6 overs, the boundaries are hard to come. They need to pick up the spots, getting to a couple of spaces available. Because the run rate pressure, that will keep on. They need to keep an eye on that. But don't look onto the scorecard. Just go with your normal cricket. Once you have got the basic skills, you need to follow those. Because whenever you are looking towards scorecard, the pressure is ultimately coming on a batter.
This has been a decent over from Kate Cross. So you see here, she's just getting that line much better. There's no space to play the expansive drive outside the off stump. Just 2 runs from this over. Yeah, the question is, can Pakistan finish the power play with a boundary?
Oh, this time, yes. You have been heard, and she's gone after the ball. Backward point is the area where 2 fielder was there, but as she has picked up the gap between these 2. Good hit. Good timing, good connection. And that's exactly what they should be doing here. 1 boundary and then a couple of runs. Pakistan is a little behind. What they need to get this work done quickly, so that they can come up with some quality of runs in this second spell of batting from 7th to 14th over. Ecclestone, 27 games for her, 36 wickets. 6 for 55, and she's settling down her fielders. This is game number 3 of 3 T20 series between England and Pakistan. Pakistan need to whip up quickly in a positive way in this game, because they don't have the luxury of the run rate that has been not under their belt. It's getting 10 runs per over almost at this time. So they need some big overs. Oh, quick running between the wickets. And sometimes you need to take chances like this, running between the wickets quickly, making it comfortable at the end, because you need to build up pressure on a fielding department. You need to take some quick runs, cheeky singles, so that the opponent should be tested. Flying it straight, or just a single. Pakistan should look for a partnership here, but that partnership should at least longer in terms of bowling, because both of these two, Bisma and Javedia, in the past they have done a good job, like 109 runs, the highest partnership between these two, scoring more than 1,000 runs together. Well, that's fine. This will run away for 4. Yeah, that's the wonderful batting. And that's exactly she should be doing here. Pick up the spots. Here the filing was up inside the circle. And she is picking up that area. And that's where you call the merit. When you're playing again exactly up to the merit, you will surely get some more runs. Still, she has got filing up. Third man is a vacant space area. Oh, she was not ready. There is something. Yeah, Bisma, she's getting something into the eye, I think so. Some insect. She couldn't focus at that time. There you go. She was quickly getting off from her mark. So there was something in her eye, and no, that's been fine enough to go along. Yeah, the scrubbing fine leg is still up. She has got a bit of the space to a third man. But good bowling. Keeping a good length, but this time in an overthrow. And a Christmas gift from England cricket team too for Pakistan in terms of this run.
Got it, yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty reluctant, went back, but useless at this time when a batter is at home. Well, that's a good area, but slightly late if you can play like to a third man area. We'll be giving some more runs. So 8 runs coming in this over. 7 gone Pakistan, 44 for 2. Required run rate jumped up to 9.77 because power play, that was the time when Pakistan, they couldn't do much better. The run rate was not flying at that time. 30 get 2 wickets. Well, in front of stumps here, just paved that one away down to the fine leg. Well, here, both of these two girls, Bisma and Javedia, they need to pick up the fielders that where exactly they are. Either Knight, the captain. 3 wickets for 9, the best figure for her. 19 wickets in 66 games. She's still looking to the fielders that exactly they are on the spots. Well, there was a good delivery. Well, they are returning for, no, they are settling for a single. So they need to pick up a good partnership here at this time. Is 7 and 8 runs from here on till 15th over. Pakistan will be in a good place in terms of chasing. Really a good running. Excellent running between the wickets. runs are coming. One boundary in over, and then they're running like 4 or 5 runs, 8 runs in the previous over. This time they're going through, run a ball in this over. A boundary required in what will be important, a clean hit, pick up the fielder.
It was a good call from Bisma. She was running at the danger end. Pulls away Bisma at the last moment. Just wasn't ready. When she looked up, and that was already in her delivery stride. That's the right way to do it, just back out. Quite deliberate there from Heather. Seeing Bisma coming down the track, she just fires one into the pads. A leg by signal.
Down the leg side. The fielder is there. They've got a protection, but here the English bowlers, they're happy to pitch the ball down the leg side because they have got 2 fielders on the boundary line, patrolling one onto the far leg, the other on the long leg. Has been officially applied, but no damage. Well, good over from England's point of view. Just 5 came into this, 8 gone. 49 for 2, Pakistan. Well, after 8 overs, not much of the difference for the wicket. Pakistan a little ahead. That really cost them a bit, because a good hitter, if you lose at this stage, will surely give you a kickback. So it's onside. They're running for single. They're trying to create a partnership here. Pakistan required another 121 in 71 deliveries. They need a couple of big overs before 10th or maybe 12th. 50 up in 9th over. Well, a fielder from long off, getting inside on mid-off. She has brought up the 3rd man in 30 yards. They're happy to give space towards onside. Can come back for 2. And I think though the England skipper, she's happy with the singles and doubles, as the boundaries are hard to come at this stage.
119 from 70 balls. It's not unreasonable. It's not beyond possibility. It's just the number of boundaries that we've seen in this innings that's a little bit of a worry. Just the 5-4 so far. Yet to see a 6, where England were finding the ability to clear the ropes reasonably easy today. 7 6s in the innings.
Yes, Mads. Good, Maddie.
Yes, on a back foot. Good idea, but on against spinner, when you're playing on a back foot inside, deep your crease, more chances of flag before, because you're very much in front of stumps. Yeah, that's better way. Get your leg out of the crease, a bit more forward. Five from this over.
Yeah, we have one more ball to go.
One ball to go in this over.
One ball left. Hey, Maddie.
I was going to say, it looked all a little bit confusing. I was looking around wondering what was going on, because England decided it was the end of the over. Amy Jones was at the other end waiting. Maddie Villiers had got her cap. She had gone down to field at long leg, and suddenly the cry of, Maddie, there's one more.
go, Mads.
Well, you don't see that very often. I should point out, both you and I spotted it here in the commentary box. And I thought maybe we'd got it wrong.
Down the leg side, a single added. Because one ball can make a huge difference.
Well, it's amazing how sometimes that it is missed by everyone. There was a game in the Big Bash League last year involving the Perth Scorchers against, I think, the Brisbane Heat, where it was a 7-ball over and a wicket fell.
On the 7th delivery.
On the 7th delivery, and nobody noticed and nobody spotted it. Umpires missed it.
That's a human that you may make mistakes. But when technology is there, I think that should be backed, supported with that. Their digital scorers in the modern day are very lucky. From Pakistan's point of view, the captain Bisma, and 4 runs, get alive too, because that ball, I think so, just gone away from the stumps. Whoa. She was trying to have a big heave, couldn't connect. And wicketkeeper, I think so, she was thinking that might be this has gone somewhere up to the deep mid wicket.
Well stopped by Shrubsole. So the required rate of 111 needed from 64 deliveries is up to 10.4. Big overs needed for Pakistan. They've got the wickets in hand. That's the big positive.
Well, England is protecting that area. The fine leg is up, but still they have got a fielder in the deep. This bunch of area, they're really finding it hard to earn runs on sweep shot, because normally the captains, they're allowing batters to play some sweep shot and earn runs. Here they can add a couple. Oh, it's called for 4. She was slightly late in bending down there. Ecclestone, she made a good ground, but couldn't save the boundary.
She'll feel frustrated about that. That was a lot of the hard work done in making the ground. It just didn't quite go right at the end.
Well, Pakistan is very much lucky in this over. First one when Bisma was just getting in front of stumps, getting alive, earning 4 runs. And then the boundary at the deep. Down the wicket. Mid-on is up in 30 yards. And 10 runs from this over for Pakistan. The halfway stage of this inning. 65 for 2.
Bisma and Javeri are getting set now. This is an encouraging partnership. It's worth 36 from 32. The innings is going at 6.5. The worry is that the required rate stands currently at 10.6. So there's work to do. It's just whether there's the firepower from Pakistan to go at 10s.
It was a good shot. Just past that diving fielder. Captain. Well, just like England was missing the services of Siva, Pakistan don't have Alia. Good attempt that, trying to stop that, catch that. Patience has been the key for Heather. There have been moments where Pakistan have taken the upper hand. She's been waiting for that opportunity, and as soon as they find a small opening, they take the game over.
Still just the 6 fours in in the innings for Pakistan. And already 32 drop balls in the 11th over. England only faced 40. Could prove pivotal because Pakistan can't really afford too many dots. It's played away from the top of leg stump, last delivery. Dropped short of Eccleston, running in from long off, and it's going to be a single. Good. In the middle of the innings where England really accelerated, Pakistan haven't quite managed to do that. That's a stumping. Well bowled, good keeping, and Bismar departs. There's no need to go upstairs for that one because she's well out of her ground. And she did look to try and find the angle and work a little bit of magic to give herself the opportunity for a boundary. Went through to the gloves of Jones, and quick as a flash, those bails were off. And it is the end of not just this innings, but also the series for Bismar, who departs for 17 from 18 balls.
That's the patience I was referring to. Wait for their moment, and they've got the big fish. They've got the captain of Pakistan, Bismar, and that just gives them the opening that England was looking for. Not only they've broken the partnership, now they would like to tighten the screws. 11.24 required run rate. They try to push that up to 15, 17. Make Javeria do something different. Umaima comes out. She's also very good with the bat. But at the moment, after that wicket, it's advantage England. How impressive Sarah Glenn has been throughout the series. It's just such a good find. And she just starts doing her business right from the first over, which is why she every time strikes. Umaima Sohail right there, 21st game. 43 her best. Will require a little more than that tonight.
Yes, Glennie.
So the end of the 11th over, 68 for 3. That equation for Pakistan's looking increasingly challenging and unlikely. 103 from 54 balls left. Javeria on 17 and Umaima. You feel this is the partnership that were Pakistan to do something remarkable. This is the partnership that needs to do the bulk of the work, because at this point in the England innings, at 11 overs, the England score was 92 for 1. So Pakistan some distance behind that. You just worry that maybe 2 more overs where the boundary count isn't adding up. It's going to just get a little bit out of hand, this. So Eccleston to continue. 8 conceded from her first over. Danielle Wyatt there, who herself has bowled a lot in T20 cricket. She's got 49 T20 wickets, but hasn't been given the opportunity for some years, really, to bowl regularly. So she does much more of her work like that in the deep as a fielder, but she is a useful off-spin bowler. Certainly earlier in her career, that was a big part of her game and what she offered to the England side. Now, of course, opening the batting, that's where her focus is.
It's always good to have an option available as a captain. Can't break a partnership. Maybe in the longer version of the game. In an ODI, you can give her 3 to 4 overs if that goes well. playing that one, cutting it very close to the off stump, very close to her body as well.
2 from the over so far. What can Pakistan do? The run rate's gone over 12.
The formula is simple, isn't it? Get a wicket and then squeeze them out of runs, make them make a mistake and get another one. Single on that occasion, so Javeria still playing everything, cutting it on the offside. Anything that's on the middle stump, middle leg, middle off. 100 now required Pakistan to win this match. They're 71 for 3 after 12.
How will the Pakistan performances in this series be viewed, do you think?
You mean the T20s or the whole tour?
Oh, the whole tour.
Well, I think they know exactly where they stand in terms of the opposition they're facing. England, by all means, is a far superior side, but I believe, talking to a few support staff, they expect a little more from Javeria. She's a good bat. They feel Umaima Alia also needs to stand up when it comes to batting. And they've surely identified the potential. It's just that about execution is the important thing. As England, Pakistan also having a new coaching staff, a new head coach, Iqbal Imam, who's on his first, I wouldn't call it an away tour, but it's home away from home. So he's also assessing things, and he's got 2 big tournaments lined up, one in Feb, then the other one next year. And part of their new setup and everything is, of course, they're trying to fill the gap of Sana Mir. It's been a part of this Pakistan setup for the longest time. She's got loads and loads of experience. I think they were asked to me. I'd say Pakistan have had their moments in this tour, in the ODIs and T20s. They've just not been able to convert those into winning points. And that all comes from belief, self-belief. You can beat anyone on a given day. And I've seen that happening. There's a good shot, found the gap. That will go all the way. No point chasing it. Boundary for Javeria. Pakistan moved to 79 now for 3.
Right between the fielders, look at this. Could not have found that gap better. There you go. 2 dive.
I don't know what the fielder on the right was diving for.
That was enthusiasm from Fran Wilson, but in vain. But the question, I suppose, is, were any of the positions, the over comes to an end with the score 79 for 3. Were any of those positions in the matches potentially match-winning moments? I mean, probably not, but the habit of winning and learning to win is something that sides need to develop. You need to get used to getting over the line, and that just comes from perhaps one inspirational performance from a player that gives you that self-belief, or the team you're playing falling away in a game. You just feel that there have been moments in this tour where Pakistan have had opportunities, but perhaps just the experience of winning those big game moments has slightly just left them. That's a good shot. 4 runs through mid-wicket as Heather Knight continues to bowl. And it's 4 runs that sees the Pakistan score move on to 83 for 3. Good connection, stride forward. It's not far from being the first 6 of this Pakistan innings.
Glenn and Ecclestone are not allowing any room to these 2 batters, but they fancy the chances against Heather Knight. talking about, of course, being able to capitalize on the key moments of the game and also to capitalize on the starts that you get. Now, Javeria has got 26 of 29. She's been out there for a while. She's been watching the ball. Now needs to change gears, convert this into a 50. Nice dive put in by Omema. Going upstairs, but by the reaction of Amy Jones, she herself doesn't look very excited about it.
Comfortably home. Good dive, as you say.
(17 of 17 in this partnership between Javeria and Omema. Issue is the comparison now. I remember you pointed out 20 and 20 for both the sides. Now it's a huge difference. 115 for 2 at the same stage, England. And Pakistan are 85 for 3. But having said that, this was a time when Jones and Knight were playing. When they lost their wickets in pairs, that's when the brakes were put on. That's how they didn't manage to get to the 200 mark. Come on, hit that out of the park, not to the fielder. I remember talking about this yesterday. It's not that easy to hit those full tosses. It really depends on what height you're getting them at. Anything above the waist is tough to get away, especially when there's no pace on the ball.
And also, you can get overexcited when you see that full toss, and you actually have to keep calm and play your shot properly.
That's over the fielder. That's a good shot from Javeria. Like that. That was deliberately played over the 30-yard circle. She's such a good batter. Needs that confidence to get going. Could be the day, even if it's on the last game of the tour, and leave an impact behind. 14 gone. 90 for 3.
Nice shot. We're going to see Kate Cross brought back into the attack. Well, 2 overs so far. She'll see this is a big couple of overs for her if she does bowl her 4th and final one after this, because she's not played in the first couple of T20s. She'll know that there are places up for grabs for that World T20 World Cup squad in the new year. Can she make a mark in this over to make sure that she's on that touring party?
Oh, yes,
See the difference between the two sides also, especially in the T20 format, where you require power hitting. England have 12 boundaries and 7 sixes. Pakistan have none. No maximums, it's got 9 boundaries. And that's the requirement of the modern day game. It's the T20s. You need to have a power hitter. Nicely played. Get a single only. Someone who can finish the game for you. Someone who can challenge 10 runs and over. Good shot, diving effort, and that'll go to the boundary. Oh, that's well done. That's really well done down in the deep. Is that Maddie Villiers?
It is, yeah. Good work in the deep from Villiers, who it may just check it, but instinct looking at it originally is that she got there in time. It's well struck. Beat the dive of Wilson. She thinks that's going for 4, the batter. But look at Villiers.
10 out of 10 for the effort. Now we have to wait and see what the official call is, because Mohamed Mahmood wants to be rest assured. Oh, she's good. seems like she's really far away from that rope when she makes contact with the ball. And it looks fine. And yeah, the third umpire likes it as well. So just a couple. Nice shot. That's 4. Any day. Using the pace on the ball. It was on the leg stump. Just helping it on its way, beating that wideish short fine leg. And Javeria gets another boundary. She gets 4 of them. She's 37 of 34. Needs to carry on. 7 of the over up till now in the 4 deliveries bowled. Pakistan closing up to the 100-run mark, 97 for 3. They require 74 of 32. Oh, chance of a run out. It's a direct hit. And a shy at the stumps. Good call that from Javeria. Wasn't a run. She was home. Things would have changed if it was Javeria running at that end. She'll have more ground to cover. She plays it uppish, deliberately over the 30-yard circle. Might not go all the way. They've got to come back for 2. And that's done. So good over this 9 of the over. 15 gone. It's 99 for 3. Here are the comparisons through power play to over number 7 to 15. And then the last 5. And England have been ahead of Pakistan up till now. They were 121 for 3 at this stage. Pakistan are 99 for 3. Wasn't really sure if she wants a single or not. The ball ricochets of Maddie Villiers' boots. And the batters come back for 2. Just a very casual effort. They're taking the first one. Look at that. This as if almost not interested. And there comes the throw. Well done. Well fielded. Rightly sent back. Attempting a reverse, will beat the fielder, yes, that'll be a boundary. Smart cricket from Umaima and a good shot, good result for them as well.
Well, to win the games, you need to come out from your regular spots like this. Play some extraordinary cricket, come out from the box and deliver in style. City is better to time the ball rather than hitting hard exactly at this point. It's not a big ground, but still you can manage to get a couple while playing into the safe zone where the fielders are slightly off from that area. It's a good thing that she's just watching to the fielders where you can really go. If you can call 2, then exactly there should be 2. Because Pakistan can't afford to lose a wicket here at this stage. Because in the past we did see that in the middle of the inning when the effort was there, they've just been losing the momentum. 16 overs have been bowled out, 107 for 3. In the meantime, Henry has joined me. Well, last 4 overs in Pakistan hasn't tasted the victory yet.
And I think we're unlikely to see them do so today. Look at that, 107 for 3 the scoreboard reads. 171 is the target, just 4 overs left, so that's 16 runs and over required. The positive is that Javeri has played really nicely and has looked in good touch. 40 from 37. Sophie Eccleston is going to bowl. What can Javeri do?
No, it's the call. And I think so she's thinking right. Now she's trying to play straight, but here she has a bit of the width. And you're trying to play it down to keep it safe. Making a bit of the room and not been able to go through, but she's thinking fine, Javeria.
Knight has saved a boundary here. Look at this hand that she gets just there. Takes the pace of the ball, allows Kate Cross to get round and pick up. It's good fielding from the England captain.
Just over the stumps.
Well, that was good keeping from Jones, as we see. Again, moves across, and as well, actually takes it to the second attempt. It's not a bad shot option, because there's no protection for England of fine leg.
What she's claiming. Still.
Well, is she claiming the catch? Let's see.
Yeah.
They're just going to have a little conversation. Eccleston says she's taken that catch. I mean, I wondered initially, and the reaction from every...
And the umpires.
The front view is going to be the key. It's a Mema on strike. We'll have a look here. Oh, I think she's hit that in the air, hasn't she? It's...
I think she has done a good job. Eccleston.
The umpires are discussing. I'm not sure what the soft signal is, and we'll see it again. And
using the feet.
It's full.
Well,
I think it's hard to say how that isn't chipped up on the full to Eccleston. And indeed, the umpire says
out.
Out. And so Sophie Eccleston, with the world's least enthusiastic team appeal, has got a wicket. I don't think anyone, nobody seemed to be reacting, and then Eccleston looked up at the umpire from the ground and said, well, how's that? And Amema Sahel has to go. 16 from 16. Caught and bowled Sophie Eccleston. It's 108 for 4. Bizarre.
Exactly.
You don't see that terribly often. It was a funny one because in real time you looked at it and thought, well,
yeah, you're jubilating, making appeals. You know, I think so at one time, Eccleston, she was also not thinking that it's a bomb, maybe that she's been picked up. And certainly she thought in the nanoseconds in her mind that I should appeal this because that's been fine enough. And she was in a better place to see that how that stroke was played. Anyhow, Pakistan losing the wicket, and Iram Javed comes into the centre. Let's see if she can do a bit of the job here. She belongs to Punjab area, Lahore, where the people, they are very much fond of different sort of dishes, the food. But here, the task is different. You need to come in centre, courtesy to this one, the wicket.
Well, in amongst all the confusion, it's worth saying it's an excellent catch. Because she had to make a little bit of ground to her left and does hang on, and a successful over. So 17 gone, 108 for 4. The required rate for Pakistan, I think the game's gone probably. 63 from 18 deliveries and a required rate of 21 and over. And it's the lack of sixes in the innings, I think, that'll be a frustration for Pakistan. None hit compared to the 7 that England managed. The level of number of fours is actually pretty similar. 12 for England, 11 so far for Pakistan, and you'd expect them to add to that. But it's just nothing that has cleared the ropes. That's the...
So 7 deliveries, scoring 42. And those are the sixes. That is what has really made the difference here in Pakistan's score chasing and run. Flashed it away. Would have been a good catch. Good effort, really good attempt.
It's Maddie Villiers who's at mid-wicket. She's nearly taken an absolute blinder.
Oh. Look at the way she airborne. I didn't try so much high in me. As I was asking you a while ago, 6 months and a half, yeah, you have done, but I think I've never done this like in the previous 2 years.
That was a, it was a great lead.
Yeah.
What can Shrubsole do into her third over? So here, just over Villiers, not far away from it. She's not the tallest. She needed probably just to be a little bit taller.
Getting the bat right, and Shrubsole bowling in a good line, and Pakistan dugout is really not happy the way they have gone to in this game. All into this T20 series before that, the ODIs. Shrubsole, I was going through that. She's been very much lethal for in-swing in her early career. Batsmen from the women's side, they've been very much frightened to play her. She's getting very quickly in-swing deliveries, and she has developed to get out-swing as well now. There you go. Held its line and well kept behind the stumps. In no time, she has just taken the bails off quickly. Sharp work. Good one. That just kept it line. Iram Javed gone for duck.
As you say, just held its line, and Jones was sharp behind the stumps. Shrubsole with a second wicket. And Pakistan now 5 down, 109 for 5. With the required rate now creeping up towards 30. Sidra Nawaz is the latest to walk to the middle. 109 for 5 on the board. She's got a bit of freedom here, hasn't she, really? She's got a score that's going to be beyond Pakistan, that's going to just allow her to play her shots, you'd have thought.
Well, the bat swing was okay, but what is the matter? To get the gap. 18 gone, 109 for 5.
Well, Javeria has played really well for her 42, going up quicker than a runner ball. So if you look at Anya Shrubsole bowling early in her spell, and you see the in-swing, look at that, really exaggerated. It tails in towards the right-hander. And that, then later on in the spell, with that dismissal that we saw in that over, the ball just holds its line, and so you do see players playing inside the line of it because of the swing she gets early on in her spell.
Oh, that is massive. Well, the first one from Pakistan. It's a deep mid-wicket. So it has gone for 6. She connected well, use of the feet, and enough power. Balance was fine.
Yes, Mads.
But it's a little late.
It is, but it looks like being the highest score of the match. In fact, it will be.
Oh.
No danger in, but that's been fine enough.
You're in front of the stumps.
Oh, they're claiming.
You're in front of him.
The claim would be that she's obstructing the field.
Well, umpire is there to settle down the things.
I don't see her change direction.
No.
The throw came in from Eccleston. It looked to me that Javeria is just running pretty straight.
Oh, now run away for 4, fine leg. And Sidra Nawaz getting a 4 onto the fine leg. She has just made the stroke. Getting a little away towards offside. Flashed that one away. Getting 4.
We saw this yesterday. Maddie Villiers bowled really well, and her final over just slightly ruined her figures. And 6 and a 4 are already in this over. She won't want that to happen again.
Well, that has gone through. Will this touch for fence? Yes, it is. Well, the boundary. Well, Sidra Nawaz showing a bit of the intent. She can really play aggressively. See, she's using the feet well, picking up the gaps. Firmly hit.
Go, Mads.
15 runs. I think so. That's a big over for Pakistan. She's just going over the fine leg. Gone for 4. Wow, that's a massive over. I think so that Sidra, if she's playing like this, she should have been promoted. Picked up the fielder. Oh, a bit of pause, but she couldn't grab the ball properly. 19 runs. Oh, that's gone through the covers. Extra cover for 4. Well, full of runs. This over was, but Pakistan is still way behind. 39 required to win this game. But what a batting display by Sidra Nawaz, showing that in the pressure what she can do.
Well, a couple of overs like this early on in the innings, yeah, you never know. Now it's beyond them. This run chase, 39 needed from 30, or from 6 deliveries, so a maximum of 36, unless there's anything untoward. So the game has gone, but this is really impressive hitting from Sidra Nawaz and Javeria as well, who's played nicely for her 49 from 42 balls. And this partnership, 23 from just 7 deliveries.
We think that at this stage, Javeria can keep strike because she's on 49. Just take a single and give it back to Sidra. So it's a call. It's better to settle down, to breathe the gap of loss here. Well played. 50 up for her. It's clipping it over to its own side from the pads and getting a single. 50 up for Sidra Nawaz. Well played. Under huge pressure. And Javeria, beg your pardon, that she's on the non-striking end. And Sidra is there. Should be 2. No. Yes, they're coming back for second. Oh, bit of aggression, bit of attacking cricket in the last couple of overs from Pakistan's side.
Are we appealing? Yes, please. How's that?
But now they're appealing. Slightly late. Well, there was a replay. And after that, let's see. But I think so. That's been fine enough. She made it.
Well, let's have a look. It surprised me that there wasn't more interest. It's not going to be out, I don't think. Well, I think she's home. It's hard to see when the stumps are broken. No, I think she's comfortably home, but we'll have a look at this angle. Yeah, she's in by a foot or so.
Yeah, that's fine enough. Just go with the proceedings. TV umpire, you want some more satisfaction because the bat is just going away there. But that was properly grounded. Here's some umpire Kazmi having a chat. TV umpire, and yes, that's been fine. Returning the ball to the bowler. Just go with 4 deliveries and let's see how much Sidra can add the beauty into this inning. Just a single. Well, Pakistan earning plus in every game, but there's a sort of individual efforts as a team unit. And they haven't shown yet. Javedia, 43 deliveries, quick one. 1/6 and 4 boundaries.
White.
Way wide.
Double तो नहीं था.
He just tries to roll the fingers over the ball, Kate Cross, to try and take that pace off it, but just gets it a little bit wrong, and it becomes almost a wild leg break. It's a couple more onto the total. This game is nearly done.
Yeah, she's saying we should try for 145.
Is that what?
Yes, they were discussing. Yeah, we should look 145. Oh, pull that one away into the gap, 4 runs. 143. So 2 more is the expected. Well, Cross just pitching it back up length and getting 4 runs on that delivery. And for all viewers at the end, though, that's not the time. But I was reading that Kate Cross, she's the daughter of David Cross, the footballer.
Yes, he's here watching. FA Cup winner, Premier League footballer for many years.
So they can add 2 here. No. So Pakistan settling there, well, 144. Good effort, both team well played. That's tremendous victory for English cricket team. Clean sweep for them. 3-0 and well done everyone. You really deserved victory, England cricket team. Pakistan showing a bit of cricket, a bit of skills here at the end, aggressively. But superb effort from both sides.
144 for 5 represents a really good effort from Pakistan. And that partnership between Nawaz and Javeria were 35 from just 14 deliveries. You just wonder, had that sort of rate been achieved even 3 or 4 overs earlier, then yeah, it could have been interesting.
Yeah.
And in the end, not to be. And Pakistan fall 26 runs short. And the series comes to an end with England winning all 3 matches. They won the ODI series 2-0 with that one game that was rained off. But a clean sweep in the T20s. And the series comes to an end. Well, I think it's fair to say that England is the dominant side, but certainly plenty of positives for Pakistan, particularly that partnership there at the end and the efforts of Javeria, who finished on 57.
Yes, great to see. England cricket team, really well-deserved victory. In Pakistan, you were rightly saying that should be promoting like Sidra up into the order like number 3, 4. But overall, a good day for cricket. And there you go, Pakistan. Nahida Khan on the top in Aisha couldn't do much better. The start, Pakistan was looking to get here. Javeria Khan not out, well played. 57 and 46. Bisma, Umaima, Iram, they couldn't do in the middle order. Here Pakistan is required to play some aggressive shots. 19 for Sidra Nawaz, quick fire. 144 for 5, 18 extras included in that one in 20 overs. England cricketers, or the bowlers I must say, Willers, she couldn't get the wicket, bit costly. Shrubsole getting 2 wickets, Glenn getting 2 wickets, Eggleston 1. So the bowlers from England side, they've done a wonderful job. And they've given away extras in 18, restricting Pakistan in 144 with 5. They get the partnerships. Sidra Nawaz and Javeria, the only one. At the bottom, the 40 between Umaima and Javeria. Bisma and Javeria did well, but they couldn't capitalize. And at the top, it's 29. Aisha and Nahida. So Pakistan scoring 144 for 5 in 20 overs. These partnerships all done. In today's game, Pakistan chasing it. What a wonderful shot. High elbow, straight drive, then bit of room, making it over towards offside, and there was leg before Plum. She was looking good, Aisha. Well kept it in the deep, then bit of the fiery shot. Came from Pakistani batters, came up quickly, and there you go, where Javeria Khan was on the other side, trying to get the run flow for Pakistan, but some good hits in the center from Pakistan. That way towards onside, deep mid-wicket. Strokes from all over the ground, and there was really a good take. Bit late call for caught, but Eggleston taking a good catch. Then there, stumping walk. Then the deep mid-wicket going over. And that was the first 6 in the one that Pakistan had just gone. And a bit of quick fire from Sidra. One, she was really impressive with a bat, and at the end, Pakistan couldn't cross the line. And England did it comfortably in this way, scoring 170 with a loss of 3 wickets in 20 overs. Knight scoring 43, top performer. And then Pakistan, 144 with a loss of 5 wickets. Javeria 57, won by 26 runs by England. So we are taking break. We come back shortly with a presentation ceremony.
GM of International.
GM Women's Cricket International. मेरा डेजिग्नेशन बदल गया Women's Cricket.
Welcome back here at Kinrara Oval, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where Pakistan versus England ODI and T20 series are finished and things are settled down for the presentation ceremony. Let's go to Sikanderbagh.
All right, welcome to the post-match presentation of the third and final T20 here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at the Kinrara Oval. And it's been a wonderful series. It's been a wonderful tour for both the sides. They've entertained us. We've loved every moment of it. And today's game and the series went, of course, to England. And they won today's match by 26 runs. Now, before we start off calling on the captains and the, of course, man of the match and player of the match, we'd like to first introduce our guests, starting from my left, Mr. Mahinda Valipuram, President of Malaysia Cricket Association. Thank you very much for joining us. Next to him is Asmawi Iqbal. She is the women's team selector from Pakistan Cricket Board. And next to her is Ms. Aisha Asher, General Manager of Women's Cricket International. Thank you very much, ladies. We'll start off with the presentation of a souvenir, and that will be presented by Aisha Asha, General Manager of Women's Cricket International, to Mr. Mahinda Valipuram, who is the President of Malaysia Cricket Association. Now time to announce the adjudicators of the game. Of course, the match referees and the umpires who will come up one by one. Without them, the games are not possible. So we'll start off, and I'll request Mr. Mahinda Valipuram to hand over the medals. We'll start off with our match referee, Mr. Mohammad Javed Malik. I'll request him to come up and receive his medal from Mr. Mahinda Valipuram. Mr. Mohammad Javed Malik, our match referee. Followed by the umpires, Mr. Ghaffar Kazmi, Mr. Khalid Mahmood, Mr. V. Kalidas. You mustn't drop it. Mr. V. Kalidas. Mr. Zaidan Taha. Followed by the scorers, starting off with the online scorer, Mohammad Azlan. The manual scorer, Shamsul Hisham. And after Shamsul Hisham, it will be Azlin Razak. So these are all the match officials who made this tour and this series possible. Okay, now time for us to give you the important awards, the players now. Starting off with the player of the match, and that will be presented by Mr. Mohammad Javed Malik, our match referee, and that goes to no one else but the captain of England team, Heather Knight. 43 of 31 with 3 sixes. She'll receive a player of the match award from Mohammad Javed Malik, the match referee. Followed by the player of the match, we'll have the player of the series, and that's none other but Amy Jones, 89, 53, and 37, a total of 179 runs in the T20 series. And she'll receive her award from Asmavi Iqbal, one of the selectors of the Pakistan women's team. Now, before we hand over the trophy, I'd like to call on the England captain to please come up and have a quick word with us. Brilliant performance throughout the ODI and the T20 series. And it's been thoroughly entertaining to watch you and your team perform in this manner. Clean sweep all round. Lots of positives to take away. It's been a good, warm-up out here in Malaysia.
Yeah, definitely lots of positives, but a lot of learnings, I think, as well. And obviously we've blooded a few younger players, which have been really impressive. I think Sarah Glenn in particular deserves a special mention for the way she's performed over this trip. And we've been very clinical. We've put in performances individually and as a side on a consistent basis, and that's a good sign. Obviously going into World Cup, we've still got a lot of learning and a lot of improving to do before then. But yeah, bodes nicely.
You're the player of the match today. Overall, satisfied with your individual performance in the tour?
Yeah, I would have liked to kick on and obviously get a bigger score today, sort of get that sort of 70 plus, which would have really took us up to a high score. But I thought the girls at the back end did very well. We sort of left them with 2 new batters. Obviously, it's been hard to start, but I thought they did a good job to get us up to a good total. But yeah, reasonably happy. Obviously, nice to contribute today and get a few runs and hopefully continue that form into next year.
Well, on behalf of everyone around here, the Pakistan Cricket Board, of course, Malaysia Cricket Association, thank you very much for entertaining us, for being here and putting on a show.
Thanks for having us. Cheers. Thank you.
That's Heather Knight, the captain of England. Now I'd like to call upon Bisma Maroof, the captain of Pakistan, to please come up and have a quick word with us. Bisma, lots of things, of course, to take away from the tour in the ODIs and the T20s. Overall, how do you feel in the formation of the squad and the build-up towards the World Cup that's coming in?
It was very good. I think the youngsters, Fatma Sana and Roop, bowled really well for us. I think it's a good prospect for us, and I think we, in the one days and the T20s, we scored our highest total. So it's a good, positive series for us.
Even today, if you talk about today's game, you restricted the opposition to 170 odd, where they probably could have gone to 200. So you can actually see that your bowling department is, coming back into the game. Now, probably a little more from the batting side.
Definitely, I think bowlers bowled really well, and 170. We were just talking in the group that we need to score 150, and then we'll see. We'll get there, and then we'll see what can we do there. Yeah.
Anything you'd like to say to your team and the visitors?
I think it was a very fantastic series, and it was a good preparation for us heading to the World Cup, and England played really well, and it was a very learning for us. I think we will do really well in the World Cup, inshallah.
Thank you so much, and thank you also for entertaining us, and good luck for the matches to come. That was Bisma Maroof, the captain of Pakistan. Now I'd like to invite the England captain to come up here and receive the trophy from Mr. Mahinda Valapuram, president of Malaysia Cricket Association. A well-deserved win, 3-0 in the T20s, and all time for celebrations. And that's all from the presentation as well.
It's really a wonderful time here that England grabbing the T20 trophy as well. What a wonderful way. Jubilation, smiles. England getting the victory 3-0. And getting a clean sweep all the time is really backed up by the home board. You've done a wonderful job. And these England cricket team women. Superb. What a wonderful effort. All together have been here. Pakistan Cricket Board, the English Cricket Board, and the Malaysian Cricket Board. They've been wonderful here, giving an opportunity from Malaysian Cricket Board to present their skills of England and Pakistan women. It's all the time a great and very much thankful. Great, memorable pictures here for England. They're winning the series before that. ODI, 2-0. One match was washed out, then the 3-0 in T20 because of this clean sweep. And going into the World Cup of T20 next year, earlier, will be a great experience for English cricket team, getting more confidence boost. And Pakistan will also take it like lots of practices here. Their batters, they did well, and their bowlers, they've done also great job. But that's the way England started. 170 was the target, with a loss of 3 wickets in 20 overs. Night score 43. But there Pakistan couldn't do much better, because 57, that is +4 from Pakistan Javeria. In 46 deliveries, Pakistan scored 144 with a loss of 5 wickets, and England women cricket team winning it with a margin of 26 runs. So that's it for the day, for the Series 2. Thank you very much for being with us, because some coolest moments throughout this tournament we witness with a beautiful way. Because cricket is winning here at Kinrara Oval, Malaysia, and what a wonderful time to say thanks. And we are showing you some of the T20 clips, the highlights. Enjoy these. Thank you very much being with us, because every time this has been great to have you here at Malaysia. Good luck to Pakistan cricket, good luck to English cricket team, and good luck to Malaysian cricket team. We are leaving you with the highlights of T20. Goodbye, take care.